And I welcome each and everyone to the live stream session today. Very good evening. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Great. So, are you all ready for today's practice? Great. We first start with a seated position. Just sit in any sukhasana. Nice. Sit up and tall. And we're just going to bring our attention to the current moment. Let the breath come in and going the other, your hands are blocking.
You have to mute.
So you can change this screen to this side, iPad to this side, and phones to that side. By standing there only, you could have done that. Okay, great. So let's start the breath. Bringing the awareness. Let the breath come in and go out. In Anjali Mudra. Closer to our heart. Now what happens in this prayer position, in this Anjali Mudra, is that wherever our thoughts are going, it tries to bring it here to our heart center. That's the origin of our being, our heart chakra, our anahata chakra. So that's where it brings it, and every day we have a tendency to just sit like this, dropped, whenever we are sitting on the bed or couch. So bringing the hands to the prayer position automatically assists us and guides us to lift our heart, to lift our sternum, and head over heart, heart over pelvis, and just here breathing with our eyes closed. We're going to do that at least 5 times. I urge you all to come and practice with me. So what we are trying to do is just bringing our attention here from wherever it goes. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this practice is about setting an intention, bringing the attention to my mind, bringing the attention to my body, bringing the attention to the present, and collecting my thoughts and kind of telling them to just come here and be with me. Multiple thoughts that enter our body. So that's what I do. All right, gentle breathing. Ujjayi. Preparing the body just to understand our breath. Listen to the sound of your own breath. Please start the breathing practice with your nasal passage. Sit in any asana you like. You can sit cross-legged, Sukhasana, Vajrasana. Hands in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, closer to your heart, which helps you to lift your sternum and bring attention towards your heart. Gently closing your eyes. Exhale. Just lift your exhalation from where you lift your inhalation from where you lift your inhalation from where you leave your exhalation. That's what I was talking about, the fluctuations. So multiple things going on, and So I'm also trying to bring the attention right to the present. And that can happen only when we focus on our breath. And gently lift the inhale from the exhale that left your body. I'm going to do this 3 more times. Alright, we're going to just warm up everyday sequences. I'm assuming for people who are coming on their mat for the first time, so they're just kind of understanding and getting acquainted with this practice of yoga. So today's practice is not about having any blocks, any cushions, any props. We just go. You can release your hands and just like feel easy in your mat. Twist yourself, reposition yourself. Do whatever you like. You can wiggle your hands, you can jiggle your shoulders, whatever you like. Just loosen up, kind of telling your body a gentle hello. And yes, you can practice the twist seated here. Put the sides, activation in your spine, lifting your hands, interlacing the hands, and dropping to the right side, dropping to the left side, and say yes with your neck. Yes, yes, I'm ready for the practice. Or if you're not ready for the practice, say no. You go this way. You also say up, up, up to your neck, and you say down, down, down. So you're saying yes, and you're saying no, and you're saying up. Alright, you want to roll your shoulders, just go 5 times clockwise, and 5 times you go counterclockwise. I hope everybody is practicing with me because I cannot see the screen, so I'm just assuming you guys are able to do the practice with me, and I'm gonna take 5 minutes towards the end to speak to you guys about any concern that you might have. Okay, gently moving from here today, we did a little bit of prep for our body, so I hope your bodies are feeling alright today. We're just gently going to stand up and today understand that how we can start with a gentle flow of Surya Namaskar, because a lot of people first ask me that how can we get started with Surya Namaskar. So what we have to do is we have to stand in Samasthitihi. Stand in the start corner of your mat, whichever side you're starting from. Look towards the center, your toes are together, your hands are relaxed on the side like this. And you inhale and take your hands up. Without bending your back, you don't have to go bend back like this. I don't know how people even do it. It's not good for your back. So be straight, be gentle, and take your hands up. Again, try to join the hands in prayer position. Try to pull your neck up, no pushing. If you cannot do that, it's fine. And gently melt towards the floor. Now the idea to melt towards the floor is not dropping your spine, rounding your spine like this, but keeping the knees soft, because your hamstrings are going to scream and cry otherwise. Keep the knees gentle like this. And keep the spine straight. The idea is not to reach down. The idea is to keep the spine straight, and please do not round your back in the urge of touching the floor from your hands. That's not the intention to do this forward bend. The intention is to elongate your spine by hinging from the hips. So I'm going to show you first before you guys do it. So for instance, your hands are on your iliac here. You see this bone here? We all can feel it. So we're going to soften our knees and we're going to push our hips back like this. Instead of Coming down like this, we're going to push back our hips, which lengthens the spine straight and coming forward. Now you'll feel the difference when you come forward this way, and then try to just interlace your hands, elbows, hold it from your palms, and go left right by opening your spine more and bringing it down in its natural way. Left, right. And now we sing this with our breath. So we inhale. Awesome job. Feel the opening in your hamstrings and feel the rush of blood coming towards your head. And if you're able to manage, hands on the floor, the palms on the floor. And from your head up, inhale. And just walk back gently into a high plank. And we place the hands, both the legs back. We place the knees on the ground this time. And lift the knees off the floor and come down. Now this time, this is a little challenging version. So this time you're actually trying to be parallel towards the floor, but you're not touching the floor. But if you're a complete beginner, I highly suggest that you absolutely touch the floor. You're welcome to do that. And if you are practicing yoga for a long time, I suggest from the plank, you can straight away come into a lower plank. But I recommend that you place your knees on the floor like this and come down and inhale. From here into an upward dog. Nice opening in the back. Now in upward dog, please do not curl your toes. Point your toes outside the position, and a lot of people draw their shoulder closer to each other. You're compensating the muscle like this by not lifting to your chest. So the idea is to open your heart, open your chest towards the sky and not closing. So there should be a good gap between your ears and shoulders. Open the heart and point your toes out. Push from your legs and nice and gentle come back to a downward dog with an exhale. Awesome. Keep straddling towards the front like this. Left, right motion on toes, knees softened. And the idea is to just open up the back. Keep doing that. Yes. Now here we stay for almost 5 breaths. Drishti, your vision goes towards your navel and you're pushing the floor away from you. Now force, just gently pushing from all fours. Make sure that your palms are spread wide open, the fingers are wide open like this, and try to bring your heels towards the floor only if you can while your knees are still softened, and lengthen your spine like this by pushing your hips back towards the sky, up and back, You're going straighten up your spine by pushing the floor from your palms like this. Adho Mukha, downward dog, prepares you for all the balances and inversions in the future practice. Tuck your belly tightly in towards the spine, and once you're ready, walk forward. You can take a few steps forward. Take a few steps forward. Inhale, look up. With an exhale, try to reach your forehead towards your knees. Wherever it goes is fine. And gently come up back towards your start posture. Inhale, exhale, hands down. This was Surya Namaskar A from the primary series of Ashtanga Yoga. We're also going to practice Surya Namaskar B, but we're going to do 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar A first before we can begin with the Surya Namaskar B practice. Let's get started. with the second posture. This time is going to be a little faster than the last one. So we inhale from Samasthiti. We exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step back and onto the floor. Do a low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And staying here in downward dog for 5 breaths. Tuning into the sound of your own breath. Drishti towards your navel, navel towards your spine. Send your hips towards and exhale down. Inhale. And this time try to come on all fours. So please watch me how we do it. When we go back to the low plank, this time we're not trying to remove the knees of the to the ground. We are going to actually lower down in a plank like this, where the elbows are going to be stacked next to the body like this, and the entire body is parallel to the floor. Try that, otherwise you can bring your whole body down. So the elbows are next to the body and the body is parallel to the ground without touching the ground. Like that, and inhale. Upward dog. Upward facing dog, please make sure that your toes are not curled like this. They are pointed out. Nice and long. Inhale. And exhale. 5 breaths. Step forward or jump forward. Inhale, head up, lengthen your spine. Look up. Exhale. Towards the knees. Inhale, hands up and down. I think we left with the last one. As I said, we're going to practice 5 of the Surya Namaskar. So we start with Samasthiti once again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, head up, elongate your spine. Exhale, step back into Chaturanga. Inhale and exhale into Downward Dog. Step forward, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale down into Samasthiti. So this was Surya Namaskar A. I hope it feels nice and you guys have been practicing. Give me a heads up if you have practiced with me. Great, let's start with the Surya Namaskar B now. So for Surya Namaskar B, once again, we start in Samasthiti, but in Surya Namaskar B, we have to start the posture in Utkatasana or the chair pose. So in Utkatasana, I'm going to show you first how we do it. So what we have to do is we have to sit as if you're going to sit on a chair, keeping our spine straight and bending our knees at the same time, and also taking our hands up at the same time. So a lot of things are happening in Utkatasana. In your legs, what is happening is that your legs are together and you bend your knees, but don't put them forward. You bend them in such a way that your hips are sending back, keeping the integrity of your spine straight, and your belly automatically draws in. So you use your Uddiyana Bandha, and then you send your hands up and your neck drops back. So this is the posture you start your Surya Namaskar B in. So in Samasthiti, you bend your knees, you inhale and exhale. Towards the knees, inhale and exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now once you reach the downward dog, this time we're not going to stay for 5 breaths right now. We're going to turn our left foot into a 90 degree and place our right foot between our hands. As a beginner, maybe you are not able to place it all the way till here, which is fine. So wherever it goes here, it goes here, it's fine. Just try to bring it as much as you can between your arms and open your hips wide. You can place your left leg on the floor like this if that gives you some ease, or lift it off the floor. And here, this is the lunge you're going to practice. Activate your core by pulling and drawing your chest out. Deep lunge. Sit on your hip bones and drop your head back and come down into a low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we rotate the right foot this time and left leg goes between the hands like this. Inhale, head back, hands up. Drishti towards the fingertips. Exhale down into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale. This time we stay for 5 breaths. Draw your navel towards the spine, tuck it in right there. Five breaths, walk forward, inhale, head up, exhale. In now, same position of Utkatasana. We fold our knees, we come up, inhale, hands up, neck up, exhale back into Samasthiti. Let me remove that screen. How does it feel? Great. So we're going to do 3 of the Surya Namaskars B for today. So we start back in Samasthiti. Samasthiti is the standing posture. We bend the knees, we inhale, Utkatasana, hands go up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, head up, exhale, all fours, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. And the right leg comes forward when the left foot rotates to 90 degree. Deep lunge, open the hips, tight core, and Jayasana. Chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. This time right leg rotates to a 90 degree angle like this, and left leg, send it right between your arms. Up, first come up, open the shoulders, but dip your hips towards the floor like this. Feel a deeper stretch. Inhale, hands up, exhale into low plank, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. And now we stay here for 5 breaths. Hi everyone, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. I think the call dropped again. I'm so happy everyone's online right now. So I think we'll take it easy now and just relax. There's no audio. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, great. So on that note, I would like to end the practice for today with a simple pranayama. and I hope it was not so exhausting. The only beauty of doing any asana or Surya Namaskar is that if you sync your breath with your practice. So I urge you to start with Surya Namaskar, 5 Surya Namaskars, A every day and Surya Namaskar B, 3 of them every day. And if you want, if you're logging into my practice every day, we can practice together so that you can brush your vinyasa count and where to move, when to move with me every day. The only way to do it right is to sync your breath. Every time, if you notice, my hands go up, I do an inhale. I come down, I do an exhale. I go to another position, I do an inhale. So my focus is totally on my breath count. And if you sync your breath, you keep sending in the oxygen, you keep exhaling out. So that is what is going to give you the strength to practice these dynamic moves. And within no time you will realize that how each and every part of your body is actually opening up. That is a very, very wonderful feeling. Alright, sit in any Sukhasana, straighten your back, gentle smile on your face, and we're going to press the ear cartilage with our thumbs like this. Inhale deep and bring your fingers, close your eyes. Place your fingers gently on your eyes and exhale. While you exhale, you also press your cartilage repeatedly with your thumbs to create a vibration in your ears and make a sound with your mouth. So you can observe how I do it once. I inhale and exhale. So that is one count. What we're going to focus is the inhalation will be shorter, but the exhalation will try to keep as long and slow moving out of our body and tuning into that dhwani of the honeybee that it creates. So place the fingers once again and inhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Inhale. I'm going to do this 5 times. So exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Keep your heart, keep your sternum, keep your elbows lifted. And the last one, inhale. Bhramari pranayama is excellent for any of the disorders that you have related to your respiratory tract, allergies, sinusitis, insomnia, especially during the days of lockdown, if you're feeling anxious, if you are stressed. So it instantly calms down your nervous system, you feel very good. You actually forget about a lot of pain and misery around you. Whenever you come out of Bhramari Pranayama, you're actually smiling and you think of those fresh flower fields where the honeybee goes and sucks the nectar from which we get the honey. It takes you to a lot of melody into your life. It brings that melody to your life. It's very, very rejuvenating, very therapeutic practice. Whenever we practice our asana, we cool down with a bit of pranayama practice. That is the beauty of yoga. And this breath work does wonders to our body, not only on an external plane but internally. It completely gives us that much needed happiness. And I thank you so much for joining me on my practice today. If anyone has any question, you can please ask me here before I sign out. Just a 2 minutes Q&A. If anyone wants to ask me any question, can I see people?
Yeah.
No. I like to see people.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, yes, who is wanting to ask me?
This is Tarkeshwar.
Tarkeshwar.
Yeah.
Yes, hi Tarkeshwar, how are you? Thank you for joining in to my practice today.
I used to do Surya Namaskar in the morning, but the one that I do and the one that you told us was a bit different.
You, no, I don't need. You practice yoga?
Yeah, I used to practice yoga. I do Surya Namaskar, but the one that I do and the one that you told was a bit different.
Okay, so what is it that you do?
Yeah, I do the 12 ones, the 12 postures of Surya Namaskar, and you told a bit different. I just want to know the difference with what you told and
Yes. So the Surya Namaskar that you practice is also absolutely amazing. That's one of the forms of yoga called the Hatha Yoga, where we practice the movements with like there are 12 movements. I don't know much about that practice, but I know because I've met a lot of yogis from the Hatha school of thought. So that is a different one. This what we practice today is the Ashtanga Surya Namaskar A and the Ashtanga Surya Namaskar B.
yeah.
Don't worry, you will get the hang of it once we practice every day. So you must join for the practice. How did it feel? Did it feel nice when you practiced the Surya Namaskar?
Yeah, it was great. The one that you told was a bit difficult, but I did it today.
Yeah, so we have to only start with the beginner version. You can totally please keep your knees bent all the times. You don't have to stretch it to full range of motion. Gentle, steady practice you should do. Don't look at anyone. Just listen to your own body.
Yeah. And one more thing, I used to do meditation in the morning.
Right.
But when I do meditation with my full heart, then when I open my eyes, I don't know where I am. After 30 seconds, I get realized that I am at my home. Means, we should do that type of meditation now with our full heart, that we don't know where we are.
So for this, I'll end with saying, because I have to rush right now, I have another live. I'll just say simply that, once somebody asked Buddha that why do you practice meditation? What gives you, what do you get out of this practice of meditation? So he said, I don't know if it has given me anything. I can't find that one particular thing that what meditation has given me, this dhyan that I do. But what it has taken away from me is a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, a lot of non-compassion feelings, a lot of, and it has also taken away a lot of attachment from people, from material, from this world, and from the unwanted fluctuations. So let's just focus on the things it's taking away versus what we want out of it, and everything else will naturally come.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in, tuning in today, and The one who is sitting here with his hands on his face like this. Goodbye, everyone. Namaste. Happy practicing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure if there's a session scheduled for tomorrow, but whenever the next session is. So I'll see you guys. Thank you for joining in. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Akhil, Tarkan, Akash. Adi, could you just on the fan? Great. Thank you so much for joining in today. And very soon, I'm going to be live on my Instagram chat. So I urge you guys to come back to my chat again. I'll see you for the next class very soon.